Village Live. Well, if you can't make it to Tuscany anytime over the next couple of months, well, guess what? We've got the next best thing. Chef Christopher Styler is here with us, and he's got a great recipe for a Tuscan panini. He's going to share that with us today. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you here today.
Thanks. We're going to go to Italy in a hurry for lunch
Yeah. Well, you know what? It is interesting, though. We can get some of the ingredients that we need to really bring the flavors of Italy into it.
And more and more as, for example, this is a black olive paste that you can find all over the place in stores now. And if you can't find it, you take a little pitted black olive in a food processor,
chop
zip it up, and there you go.
And very simple, the ingredients. What else are we putting in here today?
There's going to be a little fontina cheese, which I picked because it, first of all, it tastes really good, but secondly, it's melts really nicely, and that's what you want in a panini. Now, you can make a panini out of anything, literally.
I just started making sandwiches and putting, instead of lettuce, putting basil in my sandwiches. It's really, really a good option. Yeah.
You know, another good fresh basil like that, when it's in season like it is now, a few leaves in a tossed salad, and you're in business.
What exactly, for people that aren't, you know, from Tuscany or Italian descent, what is a panini exactly?
Well, that's the thing. It can, if you're in Italy, a panini is a little sandwich. Pane is bread, panini is little sandwich. What it's come to mean here is, and what we're going to make today, is this kind of pressed and weighted sandwich. For example, like I said, you put anything in it. We're going to start with some black olive paste, some thinly sliced yellow tomatoes. You can use red if that's what you got.
I love those cool, like, kind of heirloomy looking tomatoes, different colors and stuff.
And the flavors are great too. So here's a little.
We can put any kind of cheese that we like?
Yes, anything that melts good. Mozzarella would be another great choice. I
have a question for you. When it comes to buying different colored tomatoes, like the ones we have here, is there any tips we should look for?
Well, tomatoes should always be soft. They should always smell like a tomato. They shouldn't be bruised.
So pretty much the same thing in any tomato. You want that feel and smell.
That's it. All right, so I'm going to seal this up, press it a little bit. We've already, this is
buttered.
If you don't have, this is a terrific panini pan by Cal Falana. And I'll show you why it's so terrific in a second. But I oiled it a little bit. You get nice little ridges. I pressed it a little so it's going to stay close. That's what makes a great panini. Is a sort of compact texture with great crispy outside and a nice gooey middle.
And I just put a little olive oil on the top. And now explain the top.
The top looks like this with the ridges underneath, and we just heated that up a little bit. And we're going to put it right on top of that.
Do it like that?
Yeah, that'll work great. And you can already hear it starting to sizzle, so that's going to give us, and the olive oil is going to give us that nice crispy crust.
Very nice. All right, to go with our panini today, what are we going to do today?
This is also, keep this in mind, because all through the summer with grilled stuff, anything, this is a so typically Tuscan and Italian salad. Now here's the middle. We're going to start with some white beans, cooked or canned, whichever you prefer. Here's a part of the celery that a lot of people throw out.
Yeah, the leaves and stuff.
But the leaves have this really terrific sort of herby flavor, And instead of throwing them out, slice them very thin like this.
We're going to take a question from Nama from our chat rooms. Nama, what's going on in the chat rooms?
This is from Pearl in the chat room, actually, in one of the chat rooms. And she's a little bit worried about the health of her sandwiches. So she's wondering if there's anything you can do to make these a bit more healthy, like can it be whole wheat bread? Can you lighten up the cheese?
Can we alternate some different things or substitute, different things?
You know, the Italians are very good at this sort of thing because they're starting, you already saw we did not use a lot of cheese. So right off the bat, we're doing a lower fat. Olives are great for you. The oil that's contained in olives is great for you. So by using an olive spread instead of, say, mayonnaise, you still got the richness and fat there, but there's not as much of it, and it's a very good kind of fat for you.
Fresh veggies, eliminate some of the fat. I think that's pretty much what we're talking about there. Good question, Nam. Okay, so what have we added?
A little of the celery parts, a little bit of red onion, and this is what makes it so very, very Italian. This is a little tuna packed in olive oil. Nice. Again, tuna, very good for you. Olive oil, very good for you.
And should I do the
little lemon, a little olive oil, a little.
That is.
And it should be nice and juicy.
Should I put a little olive oil?
A little olive oil.
You want to check on our sandwich, Chef? What do you think?
Let me take a look.
And I'll toss. While you're checking, I'll toss here. Boy, this looks really good, and it smells really, really good as well. Got it?
There we go.
There it is. Wow, it's just about done. Look at that. All right.
So this is exactly what we're looking for. If you take a look at this,
let me get this out of your way. We'll chop
if you take a look at this, it's nice and compact.
That
means all the flavors of all that stuff in the filling, the olives, the basil, the tomato, all of that stuff is all nice and nice and crispy on the outside.
It looks fantastic.
That's all right.
You gonna let me have a little sample?
I hope so.
We have a bit of a fun.
Watch out, Nemois! Watch out! Watch out, Nemois!
Do the dance. Do the dance.
It's out.
That's very good luck.
Everything is okay. It's out. Live TV. You don't get that on that recorded stuff.
I do that.
Good call. To the rescue.
Good call.
Smells like Nemois to the rescue. All right. Chef Christopher Styler, we dodged the bullet there. Thank you so much.
You're
for a
very
great
welcome.
recipe.
Thanks a lot.
We're going to sample it. Hey, Nim,